Greetings, I'm Joe, and this is Hexed Encountered. 2026 is looking like a massive year for the mail carrier and a potentially dangerous one for my shelf space. Between GameFound and Kickstarter, I backed a lot of games last year, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what comes to the table this year and what I'll get to play. So I'm going to count down for you guys the top 6 games that I have backed in crowdfunding that should be hitting the table in 2026. Starting us off at number 6 is the second volume of the Battles of Napoleon series. This is from Sound of Drums and is designed by Uwe Valentin, who has a real gift for capturing grand tactical scale without losing the grit of the era. If you played Volume 1, you know the production quality from Sound of Drums is top tier. That Volume 1 was Eilau. And I am particularly looking forward to seeing how the system handles the tactical friction and frantic pace of Quatre Bras. You also get Wavre as an added bonus battle, if you want to look at it that way. Going on to number 5, we have Battle Commander Volume 1. This is the start of a brand new series. The designer is Carl Paradis, the man behind the No Retreat games. Now, whenever we see a Volume 1 tag, or at least whenever I see a Volume 1 tag, it's always a tease for the future. And I'm ready to see if this becomes a new staple on my table. Now, this covers the Italian campaign and is also from Sound of Drums, so you're going to get that nice component mix as well as hopefully great design from Carl Paradis. Now, we're going to move on to number 4. Now, this one is from Fort Circle Games, and it's been a game that has been a long time coming. It's the Halls of Montezuma, designed by Kevin Bertram and Gilberto Lopez. They teamed up here to cover the U.S.-Mexican War, a conflict that doesn't get enough coverage in the hobby, in my opinion. While it's faced some delays, the Fort Circle's reputation for historical excellence makes me very confident that the wait will be worth it. And I really look forward to seeing this take on the Mexican-American War, which will include some political elements as well. Now we get to the top 3. So we're going to enter the top 3 with a run, the start of our run of Flying Pig games. This is Old School Tactical Volume 5. Shane Logan is back at his design desk, taking the series to the early days of World War II. Now, he's been instrumental in obviously developing and evolving the old school tactical system, and I'm really interested to see how he handles the early war different doctrinal systems, I guess, or mismatches, you might say, of the 1940 Blitzkrieg in France. Now, this is a system I love because it's gritty, it's fast, and it always tells a great story. And number 2, we are going to be looking at the expansion for one of the most atmospheric and interesting Cold War gone hot games out there. Now, Broken Logic, again from Flying Pig Games and designed by Mark H. Walker. It is the expansion for The Long Road. Now, Mark's famous for his, let's say, cinematic approach to wargaming. And if you've played the base game, you know the weird factor and the tactical tension are off the charts in this one. This expansion is going to add a lot of meat to the bones of an already stellar and narrative-heavy system, and one that is one of my favorite systems that I've played. And speaking of favorite systems, at number 1, we also have another Flying Pig Games game. This one designed by Greg Porter. Now, it is Rising Dragon, and this is a big one for me because it is the sequel to one of my all-time favorites, Armageddon War. So Greg Porter is a veteran of the industry, and he's known for creating really tight and mechanically sound systems that remain highly engaging, and this one has a really unique mechanical system that is basically turnless. And if you've played Armageddon War, this is just going to be more of the same goodness, but shifted over to cover an invasion by the Chinese of Taiwan. And there's also an expansion for it as well. So I believe you can still get in on this one if you are interested in, and that might be true for all of these, but I don't want to promise that. But obviously you can check them out on Kickstarter and GameFound to figure out what you might be able to do as far as picking this up if you want to before they actually are released. Now, this list is just a small snapshot of what I've backed. So if you want to see the rest of the stack, let me know. I'd be happy to do the unranked follow-up video. I'm also thinking about doing a video on my top P500 and pre-order picks from GMT, Compass, Legion, and so on and so forth. If that's something you want to see, drop a comment and let me know. Now, before we close, I want to give a massive shout out to my channel members. Your support in the Hexed and Countered tiers really helps keep the channel going and helps me bring more of these games to your screens. If you've enjoyed the video, again, please like, share, hype, and subscribe. Now, I want to hear from you. What are you waiting for in 2026? Which crowdfunding project are you checking the tracking number for every single day? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, I'm Joe. Keep your line held and your counters organized. I'll see you in the next one.